All right, happy Wednesday. I didn't post a whole bunch yesterday. Finding it difficult to reintegrate into the real world after being away this weekend and a couple other things. Just a flurry of news yesterday. Big balls from Doge took a beat down in Washington D.C. after doing away with USAID, which is projected to kill 13 million people over the next decade. So I hope he's doing well. Donald Trump decided to go for a walk on the roof of the White House for some reason. I mean, really, there was no apparent reason as to why the President of the United States was walking on the roof of the White House. But then he said he wants to put nuclear missiles on the roof of the White House. Apparently completely lacking an understanding of what happens at the bottom of a missile when you launch a missile or a rocket, and what comes out the bottom and what that would do to anything that's underneath that. So he's off on a bender. And then the Texas Democrats, who've sequestered themselves in various states to prevent a quorum, to prevent Texas Republicans from redistricting the entire state and disenfranchising literally every single black and brown person in the entire state. And Donald Trump now says he's going to involve the FBI. The FBI may have to go pick them up. First, Greg Abbott signed off on civil arrest warrants for them, which Texas authorities can't enforce outside of the state of Texas because they have no jurisdiction. And there's no Texas state crime implicated here. There just isn't, let alone any federal crime. But Donald Trump's really getting a feel for having his little secret police force. And so it's going to be interesting to see if he sends FBI agents to detain and arrest people from Texas who have literally committed no crime whatsoever other than travel. So I was doing some housework last night and I watched the opening segment, the A block of Rachel Maddow from Monday night, which just put me in an absolute rage. We no longer have to prepare for the authoritarianism. The authoritarianism is here. It's here. Donald Trump is consolidating his power, rapidly on course to becoming a full-on dictator. It's here right now. Fortunately, he's surrounded by a bunch of literal incompetent boobs. I saw Stephen Miller raging yesterday that ICE arrests are actually down. He wants 3,000 a day. For July, they averaged out less than 1,000 per day. They're not even keeping up with the deportation rates of Joe Biden or Obama, who were doing it legally in a manner that complied with the law. So Grandpa Touchy is cranky and wants to send the FBI to arrest Texas Democrats. You know, so these days, that's pretty much just your typical Tuesday. And I haven't even gotten to Ghislaine Maxwell yet. We'll do that in a separate video. But, oh man, I don't know where all this shit's going, but I'm glad I'm moving to the mountains. You guys have a good Wednesday.